Can't you send someone any sooner? The clock is ticking, and I need this resolved ASAP.
I'm sorry, but we don't have any adventurers available at this instant. Your timing is most optimal. Allow me to introduce Yu Ning, manager of the Yunhan Opera Troupe. She has commissioned the guild to...
Traveler? Ugh, Yun Jin is always talking about you. Please, you've gotta help us find her. Yep, she's gone and disappeared. Now of all times, just days away from the big performance. All she left was a short note. If our audience doesn't get to see Yun Jin on stage, they'll start tearing the place down. I mean, what am I supposed to do?
That's what I said too, but...
Look, when you're a megastar like Yun Jin, you gotta start taking things a little more seriously. Saying she'll be back doesn't give me a whole lot of reassurance when she's showing no regard for her own safety. Why does she have to go and practice somewhere so dangerous? What if something happens to her? What am I going to tell the audience? Well then, what if she gets into a scrape and hurts herself? If she gets so much as a scratch, it'll be a loss to the whole nation.
As you can see, this is what we're up against. Would you be willing to accept this commission?
Oh, wonderful. Ugh, thank the stars. Please, you've got to bring her back, safe and sound.
Here comes the catch.
Time for a light show! That didn't count! You're toast!
Oh, it's you. I do apologize. I didn't see you there. What brings you all the way up here? Oddly enough, I was just thinking of scheduling a meeting with you later. I didn't expect to run into you here, of all places. Ah, I see. So Yun Ning sent you. I did tell her not to worry. But on this occasion, it seems I'm rather lucky you came. You've helped me avert a major catastrophe. It's a pity, though. I was so close to achieving the state of mind that Shenhe was talking about. Do you remember what Shenhe said about the divine damsel fighting against the evil monster? That in reality, she hadn't acted as courageously as the operatic rendition would have you believe. That it was simply a matter of life and death, and she chose self-preservation. Granted, she later admitted that she preferred the version of events given in the opera, with its portrayal of a divine heroine sacrificing herself for others. But after giving it a lot of consideration, I think that this character is defined by her emotional complexity, and even uncertainty. So the more emotions I can experience for myself, the wider range I will have to draw on in my performance. If access to a different state of mind can help me provide a fresh interpretation of the character and her actions, well, surely it will take my acting skills to the next level. That's why I came here. My plan was to take it slowly, start by just dipping my toe in, as it were. But once I started, I just got completely drawn in. I feel like I was so close to a breakthrough here. Considering the rewards that I could reap from this experience, the risk is negligible. Still, if I choose to continue, this is unlikely to be the last time I'd need your help. I suppose I had better return to Liyue Harbor for now. I'll only end up putting you in an awkward position otherwise. Goodness knows how you'd explain this to Yunning. I wonder whether I have gained anything useful from this trip. I suppose only time will tell.
Can you put a few more adventurers on the case or something? The clock's still ticking away.
Please have faith in her. Ah, they've returned.
Yunning, we're back.
Yun Jin, are you okay? Are you hurt? Do you need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy?
No, I'm fine. You don't need to worry. When it's time to go on stage, I'll be there.
Look, I get it. You like to go out exploring. That's fine. But do you really have to go off thrill-seeking this close to the show? You have to take better care of yourself, okay? For all our sakes. For the opera troupe and for your audience. We're just lucky we had the Traveler to help out. What if something had happened to you, huh? What would I say to our audience,
Well, I would say the best way to make it up to our audience is to give them the best performance we can. Don't you agree? While I'm off stage, as long as there is something, anything I can do to improve my acting ability, even the slightest amount, I can't pass up the opportunity.
You know, Ugh! I don't know what to say anymore. Traveler, please, you tell her.
So, what's your honest opinion?
Exactly. Just think of all the people coming from far and wide just to show you their support.
Why do you make it sound like they are coming to see me, and not the show?
Well, same difference, isn't it?
I don't think so. They seem quite different to me. Well, either way, you're quite right. I mustn't let down our audience, especially those who came from afar. And I certainly mustn't make you come out looking for me again. So I suppose I will put my training exercises on hold for a while.
Whew, I'm glad to know that the brightest star in my troupe is finally gonna start listening to reason. I'm gonna head back and see how the set is coming along. Don't go disappearing on me again.
All right, I'll head back and do some rehearsing. It's no substitute for first-hand experience, but it should still help me iron out a few issues. Speaking of which, I haven't even thanked you properly for saving me. If you are free after the show, come and find me at Hayu Tea House.
Not yet.
Iron stomachs. Try something new at the Rodman
Should I save this money?
I think I may have.
Leo has really got a lot going for it.
angelic voice.
How strange.
One to tick off the bucket list.
Liyue opera is really something, but Liyue opera performed by Miss Yun, now that's something else! Thrilling performance! I've never seen anything like it before in my life. Your reputation is well deserved.
Well, I've had the pleasure of seeing the talented Miss Yun on stage many a time in the past, but the songs still sound fresh and new every single time. It's been barely a few days since I last saw you perform. But once again, Yun Jin, you've progressed by leaps and bounds.
Oh, you're far too kind, both of you. I'm still new to the profession, but I promised myself when I joined the troupe that I would strive to develop myself as a performer every day. And I wouldn't be where I am now without everyone's faithful support.
Nonsense, you're too humble, Miss Yun. You're a major celebrity. Who in Liyue hasn't heard the name Yun Jin?
In the circles I move in, anyone who says they've never seen Yun Jin on stage is at risk of getting laughed out of business. As it happens, I have a business meeting at the Xinyu kiosk with a client who is also a big fan of yours. So, I was wondering if you'd perhaps like to join us for the meal.
Oh, me too. I've booked a table at the Lioli Pavilion and was hoping you might join me.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry to both of you, but I won't be able to make it. I'm very grateful for the invitations, but I'm afraid I already have arrangements for this evening. Isn't that right, Traveler?
Okay, you have plans, but you're really gonna pass this up? I mean, you can always reschedule. Wait a second, you're... Well, I guess it's not going to work out today, then. Maybe another day, Miss Yun.
Huh, they took off pretty quick. Do they know something I don't?
Haha, I guess I'll be leaving too. Wouldn't want to cramp your style.
Take care, both of you. Sorry that I can't see you off. Whew. Thanks for coming to my rescue. Again. Look at you. You're a national treasure. Even Gentry Moutsai is in awe of you. I feel a little sorry for Xinyu Kiosk and Liuli Pavilion. I just hope the food won't go to waste. I don't think we'd be able to get a seat this late. But it's fine. I have a better place we can go. Let's head downstairs. I owe you a big thank you tonight.
One to tick off the bucket list. One to tick off the bucket list.
How strange.
Miss Yun? Oh, wow, it's really you! I have just a few questions, if you don't mind.
Hey, get back here. Oh, ditzy girl, you don't have a clue what you're doing.
Are you a journalist? If you'd like to arrange an interview, you'll have to liaise with my manager.
Sorry, Miss Yun. Don't mind her. She's just new and still learning the ropes. We'll leave you alone.
Miss Yun, I'm interested to know why you added a silk dance to the scene where the divine damsel makes her appearance.
You noticed that?
Yes, based on the original script, that scene would see your character perform the Adeptus Walk. But the addition of the silk dance meant that the whole way you carried yourself was so much more...
Animated.
Yes, but delicate and graceful, like a crane.
Oh, sorry. Which publication are you from? How come I haven't met you before?
Well,
Ah, yeah, we're from the Steambird. I am Boy Yi, the editor-in-chief. And this young lady is Yun, one of my journalists. We were based in Fontaine. Just recently we made the move back to Liyue.
Oh, I see. You're from the Steambird. Then it's no wonder. Your journalist has clearly done her research.
that's very kind of you, but really, my level of knowledge is very basic compared to yours.
Hey, Miss Yun is throwing you a bone here. Make the most of it, okay? Talk to her! Talk to her!
Actually, I'm afraid there's somewhere I need to be, and I'd really need to clear this interview with my manager. But what about our plans? Really? Okay, sure.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Yun.
Great! Thank you both kindly. Let's find a quiet place and get this interview underway.
Oh, I see. So that's why you added the silk dance in this scene.
Yes, exactly. Doing it this way not only allows for more physicality in my movement, it also means I can make better use of the stage and transition into the scene more quickly.
Ah, okay. So there was even more to it than I thought. So, wouldn't it make sense to contrast this with the Dongtong Appassionato section that comes directly afterward by making the latter a little more sophisticated?
I think I know which section you're talking about.
Ah, sorry. What am I saying? This is a fixed formula, isn't it? My suggestion would completely break the format.
No, it's okay. It's an interesting idea for sure. I'll give it some thought. Thanks for the suggestion.
Really? Wow, I'm so honored.
Yun, maybe it's time to move on to some of the things our readers would like to know about,
Oh, okay. I was also going to ask for your opinion on the set and the costumes.
Yes, well, I'm sure Miss Yun has countless pearls of wisdom she could share on her chosen craft. But, not all of our readers are quite so, artistically literate, shall we say. A lot of them really just want to know more about you. You know, what does Yun Jin do when she is off stage?
Excuse me? When I'm off stage?
You know, you're a major celebrity, and a lot of our readers are interested to know what life is like for you. What kind of place you live in, what kind of things you eat, clothes you wear, things you buy. That whole side of things. A day in the life.
Besides rehearsing, a day in my life isn't really any more interesting than anyone else's.
Nonsense! Of course it is! Just think how many people were at your show earlier. They come from all over just to show their support. In fact, a relative of mine has a daughter who's been saying she wants to broaden her horizons recently. She's been looking for a chance to give you a jade hairpin as a gift.
Oh. It's against the rules of the opera troupe to accept private gifts from patrons. Could someone out there be accepting gifts for the troupe under false pretenses? I must get Yunning to look into it.
I mean, it wasn't a big deal. Just something she said. Forget I brought it up. So, I saw Gentry Maotsai and the Snezhnayan gentleman come down from upstairs. Are they patrons of your shows, too? So, what are your thoughts on Snezhnaya and the Fatui?
Ugh, I'm sorry. This is my first interview, and my notes are becoming a total mess. I might need a moment to pause and reorganize them a little. Otherwise, I'll never be able to work all this into an article. Mr. Boy, maybe you should take a look too.
Don't be ridiculous. Stopping an interview halfway through to organize your notes? What are you talking about? Hey, all right. Miss Yun, we'll just be a moment.
Oh. I'm fine. It's not the first time I've been asked questions like these. The last time it happened, Yun stopped the interview for me. But the next day, the tabloids were full of articles like "Dramatic Exit, Yun Jin storms out of interview," and "Miss La-di-da opera star is too good for our questions." Yeah. So from then on, Yun said all interview requests have to go through her. I used to think I could hold the troupe together just by putting on a good performance. But now, I have to make sure I concentrate on my actions off stage too. Oh, you mean Fanarya and that crowd? I cherish them as members of my audience too. But there aren't many people like them who can appreciate all the nuance in a single viewing. How did Yun end up working with an editor like that guy? Something feels wrong there. Ugh. They could be back at any moment, so I should stay here for now. But could you go look into it for me? If you find out anything, come straight back here and let me know.
How can you be so cruel to Miss Yun?
Shh, keep your voice down. Whatever you got to say, it can wait until we're out of earshot. We'll both be in hot water if Yun Jin finds out. What's wrong with you? Why can't you get it into your head? Quit asking dull questions and start thinking about how to win over our readers. Do I make myself clear? I don't think you realize what a golden opportunity you have here. How many journalists would give...
The key here is consumer psychology.
You do tell the cleverest.
Did you find anything out? I see. It's just a bit of a shame that I didn't. She genuinely understands opera and has. If I had the chance to talk with her more in depth, it could well provide me with some fresh inspiration.
Yun Jin. Did you agree to another interview without notifying me? These tabloid types are total scumbags, all of them. Who knows what innocent detail he might end up... Sure, nothing might have come of it today, but who knows where it'll go tomorrow. Short of catching them all in their lair in one fell swoop, who knows when this is going to end?
I'm sorry.
Well, wallowing isn't gonna solve anything. Come on, go tell everyone in the troupe to be extra cautious during this time. Gee, oh Lord, bless us. Spare us any more offstage drama.